Hi, beautiful collective. Welcome back to the channel. I hope everybody's not mad at me, but I'm going to use. I did find that quote of what Sylvia Browne's guides told her about these soulmate connections, and I'm going to read it. Okay, the truth about soulmates. I'd like to put the notion of soulmates in proper and logical perspective once and for all. You see, souls have always been made in twos, like twins. As my spirit guide Francine says, each person as a created force was created in duality, male and female. In other words, there is another half of us which almost always stays on the other side. Rarely does a soulmate incarnate with its twin soul, but we're so lucky to have other kindred souls of whom we deeply and love deeply on earth, such as our dear friends and loved ones who are important to us. In fact, there are many people in this life or other lives who can mean as much to us as a soulmate does. As my psychic son Chris once told me many years ago, Mom, I might have had other mothers in past lives, but I know in my heart I'll always love you best. A child, a parent, a grandchild, or even a friend can be a true kindred soul, both here and at home. After all, on the other side, we aren't around just one person. Abandoning all other wonderful people we've ever known. In fact, Francine, her guide, says that more times than not, we don't tend to hang around with our soul mate. Yes, there's a special relationship with our twin soul, but it's never the be all end all of life. Like Sylvia Browne, okay, has spent many decades, okay, and did looking into this. I admire Sylvia Browne, okay, I truly do. And like Sylvia has said, her guides have told her that their twin soul stays on the other side, most oftentimes to welcome you when you enter and go home. In this lifetime, we are usually surrounded by kindred spirits or kindred souls, people that we form close relationships to, people that we truly care about, that care about us, and we hold on to these dear souls because they are kindred spirits. Now, Sylvia is not denying that we have a twin, but usually that twin remains on the other side. We're not meant to hang around those people, even soulmates, because it stops us from forming other relationships, other close relationships. Like a kindred soul can be, like they said, a child, a grandmother, a grandparent, a parent, or a friend. And I think what has gone on because of this new age uh, era that everybody has seemed to found themselves, they think that because they found a kindred soul, that somehow it's their twin flame or it is their soul mate. And quite often these people are our kindred souls. You know, they're other relationships, guys. And I'm not here to dispel the theory that there is no twins. I believe that possibly on the other side there is, but we are not, we would have no other connections in our life. We'd always want to be around our twin. And we're not intended to be. Or we would not form relationships or partnerships with other people that are important to us. And it's not healthy, guys. My guides have been telling me from the get-go. Now, I can tell you an experience that I personally had back when I was 18 years old. And I think I've spoken of this story before. I'm like 60 years old and I can remember it as plain as day. I did sit there, I was doing auto writing, and even before I knew what automatic writing was, I was doing it because I had one of those inquiring minds, and I asked my spirit guides. I guess at the time I was just praying to the universe is what I was doing. And I was praying to my spirit guides. I said, Spirit guides, can you please give me the name of my soul mate? They did. Now I went 40 years and I never encountered anybody with that name. I was given an explicit description of what this person would look like, what the house looked like, what the geographics looked like, and I just gave up on it because I'd spent 40 years not knowing who this person was, which I believe is a kindred spirit. Okay, not my soulmate. Because everybody was saying soulmates, they said soulmate. And true enough, it was a kindred spirit who I did come in contact with after 40 years. It was an instant familiarity, an instant kindred partnership. I knew this person before, they knew me before, in some other world, some other life. I immediately felt that connection. Now, I'm a skeptic. I gotta be real. I am skeptical. I'm not a fool for everything. But I deeply formed a connection with this person, a close tie or a kindred relationship with this person. I still know that person today, we're no longer together, but I know that this was my kindred spirit. Were we intended to remain together for a lifetime? No. No. Absolutely not. Why? It's because I wanted to be with this person all the time. I felt them so strongly, and it was like for my own good. It truly was. That we are no longer in connection. Can I still hold on to that person's energy? Absolutely. Do I still feel that close bond? Absolutely. We've been in separation for a couple of years now. Do I still feel them? Yes, I do. But we weren't intended to remain together. Why? Because we each have a journey. And you would not have completed your journey if you were together. I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing had we remained together. I had a purpose to fulfill upon this earth, my own personal journey. Had I remained with that kindred spirit, I never would have completed my journey. But in the meantime, I have made so many other kindred spirits. Hang on, guys. I've made many kindred spirits along the way. I've met all you people, and I've met several others that I have formed deep connections with. Will we ever reunite? I don't know. In some lifetime we will. I do believe that. But guys, I gotta be real with you. When you're holding on, this is my soulmate, this is my twin flame, this is my end all be all. They're not. They're not the end all be all. They are not. It would halt your development. It would halt you connecting with other kindred spirits that you're supposed to be connecting with. You're not, soulmates aren't meant to be attached to you. You can love them from afar, you can love them from a distance, but to be real with you, think about it. There are close relationships, people we feel strong connections with, strong bonds with. Does that ever stop? No, it won't stop in this lifetime, and it's not going to stop in any other lifetime. But were you meant to be together, to stay together, to, no, no. Although you feel that strong connection, the answer is no, guys. It would halt you from being and forming other connections. You'd be so wrapped up in each other, you'd never see the world for real. And it's like, there's a time and a place for everything under the sun. There's a time to have and a time to let go. There's a time to receive and a time to give. There is ebb and flow of life that is always surrounding ourselves with other peoples that come into our life. How do you know that the next person you meet, that you don't learn something else from that person? It is about soul growth. It's not about the physical. It's about soul development. And we tend to forget that. Like, we meet somebody who we fall in love with, who we feel this strong connection with, all else goes away. You know that. I felt that I needed to share that because even though I was told by my guides about my person that I waited 40 years to meet and just gave up on it, says, well, this, it mustn't have been right. Well, we were put together. It was a familiarity. It was maybe to help one another to grow. But that doesn't mean you got to stay together. Obviously not. And some people think, well, I'm going to hang on to my soulmate, my twin flame, because we have a mission together on this earth. They did show you your mission, your own mission. They did. They did their job. It's the journey to wholeness. How to be whole? Well, when that person goes away, you start getting stronger bonds to other people. Will you love them the same? Probably not. But you can love just as deep. other people, and that's the whole journey. On the other side, according to Sylvia Brown, your twin partner welcomes you when you go home. And there it is in the soul level, not on the physical. And some people are getting confused about that. And I understand it. It's hard to understand. Like, I get it. But I also know, since my kindred partner is no longer with me, it's pushed me on my personal journey. And I believe, it's just my opinion, I believe our person can't come with us when we're doing our own journey. It's a personal journey to wholeness, how to be whole on our own. And we meet many, many kindred people on our journey if we're open to it. Either even as a friend, a close friendship, a close relationship, or someone who you just get along with. I personally don't feel that we're intended to take this journey. We're handed people, and people are put in front of us to help us evolve. That's my personal opinion. And when that job is done, it's done. That's just my view, guys. Don't take it personally. It's just a personal perspective. And I wanted to put it out there, guys. Take care and good luck.